ladies and gentlemen, and welcome to the island of Rob. Yes, I'm finally back here. There's another video for the weight loss channel. It's something that I have been neglecting a bit recently, but I've been busy, I've been a bit all over the place, but we're here now. And the video I'm doing tonight is a video that I've been wanting to do for a little while, mainly because of a friend of mine, Kerry Ashton. She was talking to me and was talking about all the different reasons there are for making excuses. Not because she'd been making them, but because from these videos she'd realised some of the ones she used to use. So what I've done is I've gone online, I have googled the top 10 reasons not to lose weight, get fit and change your lifestyle. And we're going to go through them and we're going to slowly figure out why they're all bollocks. And a large proportion of them are. So, without any further ado, number 1. I don't have the time. It's something that I've dealt with on this channel before. I don't have time is generally the biggest bullshit excuse. And it's something I have used. All of these are ones that I have used, and it's one of the reasons why I'm talking about them. Because I've used them before and then kind of went, oh actually, yeah, I could have done. Because I don't have time nowadays. The world we live in is almost built around procrastination, whether you're fiddling around on Facebook or whether you're sitting there watching some random little video on YouTube or something like that. When you could just be knuckling down and doing the things you need to be doing. You could be training. I mean, the amount of times I've just sat there and let time tick away procrastinating when I could have been training and I knew I should have been training. I've put it off until the point of no return, and then going, you know what, probably a bit late for that run now, I won't go. And just like that, I've procrastinated myself out of my run. And the easy excuse to go to is I didn't have time. So, time management, guys. Really take note of what you're doing and be honest with yourself. If you genuinely haven't got time, you have got a busy ass life. If you think you haven't got time, look at the stuff you're doing. I mean, if it means cutting back on playing on a video game or whatever else, or if you can play on a video game and you haven't trained, really maybe shuffle stuff around, because 2 hours in a video game to an hour and a half in a video game and a half an hour exercising, it's not that big of a change. But it's a big change to your lifestyle. So that's number 1. Gotta keep moving because otherwise we're not going to get through them. Number 2. I can't afford to eat healthy or to go to the gym. Okay, that's crap. Because I can't afford to eat healthy. Healthy food doesn't cost more. I'm not saying eat healthy, go down to Waitrose and buy all of the top end organic stuff. God no, that is expensive. But if you just buy fresh veg or pastas or just nice things, it's not any more expensive. You're just actually tallying through all the stuff to make sure it's good for you rather than eating crap. It's not a price change. Quite often it's a price change in the right direction. The amount of times I have spoken to people or have done it myself where they say I can't afford to do that, and then get a takeaway. I can't afford to be healthy, I'll get Domino's. And £20-30, you can feed yourself healthily for a week for that £20 or £30. So you just got to think about it. Again, taking note, looking at yourself and going, okay, that's on me, I can sort it out. Likewise with the gym, there's plenty of things you can do other than go to the gym to train. Don't get me wrong, gyms are brilliant. There's a lot of things you can't do, like I can't swim without a gym unless I go to the lake. But even then there's a cost involved. But there are things you can do, like walking to work, going for a walk, going for a run, going out on your bike if you've already got a bike, or just doing something that's not expensive. There's things out there you can do. So I can't afford it. Crap. 3. It's going to be a short one, very short one. It's too hard. Life is hard. Push yourself. That's all it is. It's harsh coming from me because generally I'm quite nice and light about this kind of stuff. But yeah, it's hard. Things in life are hard. But sometimes you just have to knuckle down and get it done. And that's it. That's all. So yeah, just try your best. And I'm not saying you're always going to be successful. Be prepared to lose, but don't set yourself up to lose. At least try. 4. Now, this is a really awkward one and a difficult one. 4 is I'm happy as I am. Now, in this day and age, with all the media saturation of how you're meant to look like and what you're meant to be doing and all this kind of stuff, and I mean it's for guys and girls. Like guys are being pushed to get down the gym and be hench, and women are being pushed to be like fucking paper thin. But genuine happiness in body image is really difficult because of that, because you're being told all these different things, and maybe you have people that view you or look at you in a different way, or even maybe make snide remarks. Now, if you are genuinely happy, fantastic, phenomenal, and I praise you for being able to do that in this day and age. Well done. There are 2 things that might affect this. Number 1 is something that I used to be in. I have always been overweight or big. And when I was at school, the way I generally dealt with it, because there was people taking the mick, I generally ribbed myself first. If I called myself fat in a way or in a funny manner that made people laugh and it took the heat off me, they didn't think I was worried about it. And a lot of people, I think, genuinely thought I was happy as I was because of that view. And sometimes if you're like that for long enough, you genuinely convince yourself that you're happy as you are. But I wasn't. And there was glimmers and moments. It was like I was wearing some kind of interlaced mask where you could see the gaps of what I truly felt. And periodically I get a peek through that gap and see how miserable I was overweight, and how I wasn't happy with my body image, and how my inability to do certain physical activities really upset me. So that's the first big hurdle in terms of being happy as I am. So if you are happy as you are, brilliant. If you are like that, you got to do it for yourself, because however people view you, fine, whatever, doesn't matter. But how you view yourself, if you're making yourself upset because of it, do something about it. And the other half of this one, of the I'm happy as I am, is fine if you are genuinely happy as you are. But if you are big enough to the point where you are causing yourself medical issues, that's the other side of it. If you're causing yourself medical issues, you're going to be causing other people problems because of your medical issues down the line, whether it be friends that have to help look after you because of medical issues that you've induced because of the weight, or whether it be medical problems that you've developed because of your inability to eat correctly or drink correctly, or the biggest downside, and one of the main reasons that kicked me off to push myself, is you can shorten your lifespan. If you get big enough, you could end up dying, and in my instance, I could end up dying, and then if I have kids, don't tell my wife, she'll get obsessed. If we have kids, I may not grow up to see them grow up. I could die early and not see my children grow up. Now, if there's something to get fit for, it is that. And medically, this was never hammered home to me until in 2008 I lost my father, and he died of a heart attack. And that's something that runs in the family. And at that point, I was 20 and massively overweight. And at that point, I suddenly realised, crap, I'm killing myself. And I want to see my children grow up. And the weight I was, and the fact that it runs in the family, I wasn't going to make it that long. So I had to make a change. My dad helped me make that change. So bear it in mind, guys. Number 5. Back on the happier train. I love to eat. Now, I completely understand this one, because this was a big one for me. I didn't necessarily eat because I was sad, don't get me wrong. I did a certain amount of comfort scoffing, but it's not all of it. I ate because I loved stuff to eat. I loved the flavours, I loved the textures. It was just fun eating stuff. And that's all well and good. But if you're overweight and you're having problems with your lifestyle, that needs to override your love to eat. You don't have to stop eating all that stuff you love. You just have to change your viewpoint on how you eat it. The thing is, now I go off and I'll go to a restaurant and I'll still have the things that I've been looking forward to having, but I'll have it a lot more infrequently. And because I have it more infrequently, I genuinely enjoy it so much more. If you have that one item that you really love once a month, guaranteed once a month you will enjoy that so much more than if you had it once a week, every 3 days. And you'll feel so much better. And when you change your diet as well, there's so much stuff in there, like in the supermarkets and things like that, that's pumped full of sugar and shit and crap and salt, that you crave it. And when you change your diet for long enough, it gets out of your system. And generally, some of the stuff that I used to love, now I genuinely, and it's not like oh no, it totally tastes as good, because there's still some things that like are terrible for me that I just love. Melted cheese. Oh God, melted cheese. But there's some things that I used to love that now I don't like, and genuinely it's because I think you get acclimatised to eating them, and you crave them because you have them and because of the things that are in them. But once they're out of your system, you genuinely feel so much better, and it's just, oh, actually that's pretty crap. I'd much prefer to have this. So yeah, I love to eat. I understand where you're coming from, but you need to change your view. Number 6, super quick. I don't know where to start. You're here, there you go. There's plenty of videos in this weight loss channel. Go back over them, have a little bit of a watch. You will find out. And likewise, if you don't want to find out from me, go to your local healthcare professional, go to your local nutritionist, go to your local gym. There'll be plenty of people that will be able to give you directions. Thankfully, we are growing up and living in a time when nutrition and health is actually genuinely on the forefront of things that need to be sorted out. And it's easier to do. The government can even help you in certain instances of getting fit and getting gyms for cheaper and things like that, and park runs for free and stuff like that. So just look around, have a go, bosh, you'll get started. Oh, I didn't use the word bosh. Number 7, nearly there. I don't have any willpower. Willpower is a difficult one because only you can give yourself willpower. Now, the way I worked my willpower is I'm already pretty stubborn as it stands, but the way I work my willpower to the point it has got to is, I'll use an example of my running. When I started running, I used to go out for a 4 or 5 minute run, and that used to be about it. It would take me 3 times as long to get ready, and then have a shower afterwards and get changed. And that was pretty poor. But I made sure I could do that run. That 4 minutes, I could run it, and I could keep running it for the whole time. And I added minutes on as and when I knew I could do it. So now, when I go out running, and I've been out running for 30, 40, 50 hours, when I go out running like that, I go out running and I've never stopped and walked before. And that builds up such a stigma. I don't want to be the first time I walk. I want to keep running. It builds up. You kind of start off that small wave until it's a big tidal wave, and it keeps you high and able to stick at it because it's had such a crest. That's how I built it, and that drives me so hard because it's the first time. So make little steps, take little jabs at stuff and taps at stuff, and eventually snowball it up into something bigger, and then you'll have that willpower. And failing that, just think of me angrily staring at you going, no. 8, I don't have the support from my friends and family. Now, yes, it's a difficult one, and quite often you do end up having that kind of person who's like, oh, go on, Rob, just have a couple of Twixes. I've got a Crunchy at my desk. Woo! That is a pain. Likewise, if people don't really pay attention, but there's a big thing nowadays where if you do something, you should get a pat on the head. No, forget that. It's the same as the willpower and the life is hard. Sometimes you have to do things for yourself, and you can't blame it on other people, because the thing is, I've done this before. I gave myself a gym buddy. I went, brilliant. When he goes to the gym, I'll go to the gym. It'll be brilliant. And then you both end up skiving, and you use him as an excuse. Some nights when you definitely are free, he says, oh, sorry, I can't. I've got to go out to the cinema. And you go, oh, all right, I'm just going to eat some chips. Because he's got out of it, you automatically get yourself out of it. It's a just demoralising circle, and something that you can't do. So, yeah, don't use other people as excuses, and will yourself through it rather than having other people as a crutch. You can do it. Don't get me wrong. There's been people that have helped me phenomenally through the course of my weight loss, including people that I have seen that have inspired me to do things like this, like my friend Pidge, who started Pidge Loss. That made me want to make these videos and to really drive myself at doing these things. My wife, don't get me wrong, she's an absolute chocolate fiend and generally eats some terrible food, but she's always had my back and understood when I've got to go out for a run or things like that. Sean Caveney and Sam Chopping, who are both give me advice on diet and things like that. They work in the gym industry, and likewise countless gym buddies who have been phenomenal. Just off the top of my head, as Dave, Johnny, even Drew, Danny, Charnock. There's been a lot of people. So yes, there have been a lot of people, but largely you've got to do it yourself. Okay? In addition to support, one of the things that I'm going to say is, a lot of people ask me why I've called this channel The Island of Rob, and it is exactly for this reason. Because in weight loss and things like that, I've always tried to do it off my own back. You have to be able to float on your own without other people propping you up. So that's what I mean by be your own island. I am the island of Rob. Without anyone's support, hopefully I'll float and I'll keep going. So likewise, you be your own island, and I know you can be. Number 9, we are so nearly there. Medical conditions and injuries. Now, I touched on this on a video a few videos ago. When I injured myself, I changed the way I looked at my lifestyle to how I could lose weight. Because I couldn't train in a certain way doesn't mean you can't look at your diet in a different way. And just because you've got issues with various other things, like various dietary constraints and things like that, there's not any one condition that's going to stop you from doing everything. And there's little things you can do. It's all about effort. You have to sit there, and if you go, you know what, I can't do that, okay, instead of that hour, I'm going to find out what I can do. And the next time, I will do that instead. Or just find out what you can change in your diet, change that, eat that instead. Those things will make such a difference, and it will be almost unnoticeable. You'll suddenly go, oh, I think I'll do that instead. You won't even notice the change. It'll be just the little things you've changed, and suddenly you'll be heading in the right direction. Trust me. Number 10. Oh, why bother? I'm just going to gain the weight again. This is a terrible thing that's been perpetuated by those horrible flash weight loss products and the bloody fucking Mickey Mouse training schedules where they give you something diabolical to do and then you lose your weight straight away. There's a thing now of gaining and losing weight. If you change your lifestyle, you won't gain weight because your lifestyle is the thing you're living. You're just going to stay like that and you're going to stay at a similar kind of weight. And everything else will be fine. Like, my weight, I'm still a bit heavier than I would like to be, but I'm heading in the right direction and I haven't regained all my weight. I lost about 6 stone and I've kept that 6 stone off. I still want to tone up a bit more, but if I wanted to put that amount of extra effort in, I could do, but I have extra bits and pieces that I do, such as making videos and things like that. And yeah, okay, maybe I excuse myself a little bit, but I'm going to push myself, and hopefully that will help you do the same. Okay? That's the deal we're making. No, I know you think I'm not talking to you, but yeah. You. There we go. But likewise, on a serious note, why bother? Medical conditions. Better. I had asthma when I started this weight loss. I don't have asthma anymore. Raised activity. You can do so many more things. Feeling better, the confidence you get, and most importantly, being able to live longer. Now, if someone said to you, you can rub a magic lamp and get 5 years on your life, you'd do it in a heartbeat. If someone said to you, oh, I'll tell you what, if you only walk on this street rather than this street, you'll get 5 years in your life. You'd do it in a heartbeat. So if someone says to you, exercise a little bit more and change your diet a little bit, you'll live a shit ton more, why aren't you doing it? I don't know why I didn't, but I'm doing it now. So just do your best, guys. Okay, that is the 10 reasons why not to change your lifestyle and to lose weight, and why they're crap. I hope you've enjoyed the video. I know that in fairness it's helped me get a lot of my bits and pieces out, and it's highlighted to me a few things, so hopefully it's done the same for you. If there's anything else I can help you guys with, any questions you have about these things, any more excuses you have that you still do that you want me to defunct or find a way around for you, send them in the comments below. Look us up on Facebook, because that way you won't miss a video. And if you like this video and you think it's useful to you, to anyone else, please like, share and subscribe. Much love, guys. I hope you have a fantastic time. I hope you get everything done you want to, and I hope that you avoid your excuses. Take care, be strong, and be your own island.
metal from the outside. At least I can take